Hello, and welcome to the Bighorn Mountain Wild and Scenic Trail Run. We, the organizers of the race, would like to thank you for taking a little time to prepare yourself for having the best experience possible by viewing this short introductory video. Made possible by the following local sponsors: The Sport Stop, Foot of the Bighorns, Oli's Pizza and Spaghetti House, Sheridan Medical Foundation, Jack's Auto Body, Sheridan Physical Therapy, Sheridan Area Search and Rescue, and the Bighorn National Forest Service. Also made possible by the following industry sponsors: Merrill, All Terrain, Black Diamond, Nathan, Smartwool, and Hammer Nutrition. I'm Michelle Manival, the race director. I'd like to introduce your race organization team, along with myself and Cheryl Sinclair, Internet Specialties, Mike and Melanie Powers, Course Director, Karen Powers and her team, Search and Rescue Coordinator, Ron Condos, and our Forest Service Liaison, Cherry Jones, along with numerous volunteers committed to your success. The Bighorn National Forest Service is more than happy to permit this world-class event. In return, they ask that you follow all rules and regulations, including the following: pack out all of your trash, stay on the trail at all times, use proper toileting etiquette, do not block roadways when parking at the start or at aid stations. Crews, please drive safely. Mountain conditions exist. Roads are not in great shape. There will be traffic and wildlife. Your runner would much rather have you get there safe than have an accident. This year, we have been blessed with a construction project on the face of the mountain, approximately 12 miles from Dayton. If you choose to drive, please allow yourself extra time to get to your start. If the bus does not arrive on time, there will be a late race start. So allow yourself time and plan ahead. In working closely with the Forest Service, we have implemented the following parking regulations at Dry Fork. All parking will be on the right-hand side of the road, and there will be no parking between 7 and 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. There will be designated parking areas 1/4 mile away. Race organizers ask that participants please use proper trail etiquette. Step aside if someone comes up behind you and is progressing faster. When coming up behind another runner, announce your presence and use good communication. If you encounter horses while on the trail, step to the uphill side. If possible, try to get 5 to 10 feet off the trail and be still while the horses pass. Following are the transportation times for those participants who hold a bus ticket in their race packet. If you need a bus ticket and they are available, please see the sales desk in the foyer. If you have a bus ticket and do not need it, please turn it in, as we are in a sold-out situation. But remember, you must have your ticket to load the bus in the morning. The buses will leave at their scheduled time unless unforeseen things hold them up. Keep in mind they are traveling in mountain conditions. If you are riding the bus, please be prepared for some wait time before the start. Use this time to check in with the race start and use the facilities. The race will not start if buses have not arrived and had sufficient time to unload and use the facilities. You may leave things on the bus to be taken to the finish. Make sure it's labeled with your first and last name. Look for those items under the bus sign in the park. This is also where to look for return drop bags. Keep in mind, the drop bags will not arrive until after the aid station has shut down. Racers must check in 10 minutes prior to the start. Race numbers must be worn on the front at all times. Any racer without a number on the front will risk disqualification. Racers must also check in and out of each aid station. This is imperative for search and rescue to keep track of all participants. The course is marked with orange flags hung in trees and orange ground flags. You may also see orange flagging with reflective stripes. We do have problems with elk up high eating the flags. If you have not seen a flag in 1/4 mile, you should backtrack until you pick them up again and then continue. As an organization, we cannot be responsible for lost items out on the course. We do try our best to get things back to its correct owner if it's labeled. There will be a lost items envelope at the finish for items that are not found. Anything left at an aid station will not arrive at the finish until after the cutoff time or the last runner comes through. Please be considerate of aid stations that pack supplies in. If you do not see vehicles, do not leave your things there. Cutoff times for each aid station are as follows: Dry Fork, 4 p.m. Upper Sheep Creek, 5:30, Tongue River, 7:30, and the finish line, 9 p.m. If you arrive after a cutoff time, you will be pulled from the race by the aid station captain. Please obey the cutoff times. If not, you will not be allowed to participate in the Bighorn Run in the future. There are no pacers allowed in the 50-mile, 50K, and 30K race, with the exception of Tongue River Road. We allow no vehicle travel on Tongue River Road, but you can walk or ride your bike to accompany your runner to the finish. If you drop from the race, it is your responsibility to tell the aid station captain. If you neglect to tell the captain, you will be considered lost and responsible for all search costs. We will not search for you in the hotel room, so please tell the aid station captain if you're dropping from the race. There are 10 aid stations spread on the 50-mile course. Many are major aid stations, but some are minor. At minor aid stations, you can expect to see water and some small stacks. We will be using Heed by Hammer Nutrition on the course. You can expect to see that at all aid stations. At the major aid stations, you can expect to see those things plus meat and cheese sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and tortilla roll-ups, assorted cookies, assorted candy bars like Snickers, Ritz, Hershey's Mix, M&M's or Skittles, hard candy, crackers like Wheat Thins, Ritz and Saltines, beef jerky or fresh cooked bacon, assorted chips like Fritos and Cheetos. Many fruits are on the course, like bananas, oranges, melons, apples, and grapes. You may also see dried fruit or trail mix or assorted nuts. We have boiled or baked potatoes, and in most places, you'll see hammer gel. We do not have an energy bar that we use on the course. If you like energy bars, you should carry them with you or put them in your drop bag. 50-milers have drop bags available at the footbridge and Dry Fork. 50K has a drop bag at the Dry Fork. All drop bags must be turned in by 6 p.m. today or they will not make it to the aid station. If you should be so lucky, you may see wildlife on our course. The elk are calving right now. You may see moose or bear or grouse. If you do encounter wildlife, please continue on your way and let them be. If you're not so lucky, you may run into a rattlesnake. In the rare occasion that someone is bitten or injured in any way, stay where you are and wait to be rescued. Please carry medications with you as we cannot hand out any medications on the course. We do not allow pets on the course or in aid stations at any time. Please, no bikes or baby carriages except on Tongue River Road. Headphones are allowed, but please be aware of traffic and courteous to other runners. The finish is in Scott Park in Dayton, which is also your bus stop for the morning. When you get to the finish, you'll find some small snacks until the picnic opens at 2. Oli's Pizza and Spaghetti House is our official race caterer, and the picnic is free to all runners and $10 for any spectators. There will be music in the park and all kinds of fun. We do have a rather large family of mosquitoes living in Dayton, so please come prepared. Please do not bother the timers that are in the park. If they're talking to you, they may miss getting someone else's time. Results will be posted in the park as they are available on the large white sandwich boards. And you can also find them at the breakfast on Sunday morning. They can be found on our official website, in Trail Runner or Ultra Running Magazine, in the Sheridan Press on Monday morning, or at the Sports Stop or Foot of the Bighorns. 30K, 50K, and 50-mile finisher awards will be handed out at the finish line. Awards for the 30K are at 3 p.m. and the 50K at 4 p.m. There is a pancake breakfast provided to all 50 and 100-mile participants on Grinnell Plaza. Additional tickets may be purchased for $3 at the pancake breakfast. 50-mile awards will be at 8 a.m. and 100-mile awards directly to follow. On behalf of race sponsors and organization team, we hope that you have a great experience this weekend. I know that all the volunteers and race organizers really hope that you achieve your goals this weekend. If you have any questions that were not answered in this presentation, please feel free to stop by the information desk outside the auditorium at registration. Have a great race, and most of all, have fun. Happy trails to ya! Happy trails!